everyone, it's Wednesday Warriors, and it's me, Arielle. And this week I want to talk about people pleasing. You might remember that last week I talked about perfectionism, specifically perfectionism as an obstacle to recovery. And this week I'm going to talk about another huge obstacle to a full recovery, which is people pleasing. And people pleasing is a very hard thing to stop doing because we live in a society that puts a lot of pressure on us. So you may have grown up, much like I did, wanting to please other people. Maybe you were someone who always wanted to do a good job or to help others. And those things are commendable and really good. But at the same time, if you consistently do things in order to please other people instead of to please yourself, or the people pleasing becomes more of an obsession than a normal output into society, it's something that you need to look at because it is something that will hold you back from achieving a full recovery. One thing I encourage you to do is to think about the things you do on a typical day and ask yourself if you do them for yourself or for other people. And when I say for other people, I mean to please other people, to make someone or others proud of you, or to have them recognize something about you, or to make them happy in some way. Do you dress to please someone else or multiple people? Do you put makeup on or not put makeup on to please someone else instead of listening to your own gut feeling? Do you use a certain tone of voice to portray a certain kind of demeanor in order to please someone else? Are you constantly thinking about what someone else is thinking of you, if someone else is judging you when you act, instead of just acting from what you feel inside and from what you really and truly want to do? Do you feel pressured to do things? Do you feel pressured to go to family dinners or other family functions because you're afraid to not please someone in your family? Or do you really want to go to those events? Do you do sexual things in your relationship purely to please the other person and not necessarily because you also want to do them? These are things that are concrete examples that you can look at to see if you are really doing things in a people-pleasing kind of fashion. And even though there might be any number of reasons why those things feel right to please those other people in your life, especially if they're people that you care about, it's still not a good thing to do. And it can be a hard habit to break if it has been how you've operated for either all of your life or most of your life. I have done videos about people pleasing in the past, and I can try to find the links to one or two of those videos. They're definitely several years old by now, but if there's any good bits in there, I will post a link in the info box so you can check those out if you want to know more about this. Do you apologize for things that either you didn't do or you're not sorry for, simply to smooth things over and to have an even relationship with the person in question again? This is a big one. Do you have a hard time saying no to people? I know in the past I have had a hard time saying no to people. I like to help people. I like to do things for other people. I want people to like me, as most of us do. But if you really don't want to do something, or you're too tired, or you have too many commitments on your plate, or it's just not something that you're completely interested in, do you say yes when you really want to say no? And I did do a video earlier this year about how to say no. And it has been one of the best received videos. And I talk a little bit about why no is my husband's favorite word in the English language. And I encourage you to check that video out because it's short and sweet, to the point, and it really teaches you how to say no and how to mean no. I think the biggest fallacy is that people think that they will be happier pleasing other people. They think if they do their best to make everyone happy, and people see this and like them for it, that they'll be happier people. But really, you're going to be happier if you stop trying to please other people all the time. You have to be you and live your life and do what you want to do. And inevitably, You will please a lot of people on the way, but don't make pleasing other people be your goal. It really takes away from living your own life. It really takes away from that self-satisfaction that you can feel when you do something purely because you want to do it and feel good doing it. This is a hard thing to learn, but it's a big thing to learn, and it's a really good thing to learn. The biggest, most important lesson that you can learn while you are learning to stop being a people pleaser is how to say no. And that's why I want you to check out that video if you haven't already. Or maybe if you have seen it, it might be time for a reminder. I hope you have a great week, everyone. I will see you next time.